welcome, Marvels. Welcome to Mocha in the Morning, where we're adding a little flavor to your morning blend. I'm your host, Miss Keisha Boyd. And of course, I can do none of this without my cafe con leche, my officially Jorge. Hey, babe.
Good morning, Fanga Alafia. O'Shea, everyone.
O'Shea, okay. Happy Saturday to you, love.
Happy Saturday to you, darling, and all of our Mocha Marvels watching this wonderful Saturday morning. Yay, it's feeling like Florida. Thank you.
Listen, I'm telling you, Florida, this weather has been something else, okay? I'm like, make up your mind, please.
Please. I have a question for you, though.
What?
So ever since you've become a blonde, has there been like any uptick in your life activity?
I mean, no. Absolutely not. I'm still a mommy. I'm still a caregiver. I'm still a full-time boss doing my thing. But I do feel good, honey. I feel great. I love the blonde. It will be here for a while. So blondes are having fun.
Blondes are doing it.
Sporadic fun. Before 9 p.m. fun, but we having fun.
Yeah, that is so true. You are not lying with that. I don't know what happens. Like, it's just, Cinderella at least had to midnight. Can we release? Give me like midnight? No, I'll be like 8:45. I'm starting to stress. I'm like, who's gonna Well, look, when you do like a morning show, we're up so early in the morning.
Listen,
while y'all are sleeping.
Talking about y'all. He acting, I can stay out till 3 a.m. in my dreams.
It's terrible when you have to have a conversation for 45 minutes about. It's kind of like, what was that book? It was a Jungle Book where them crows are sitting on the tree and they're like, so what do you want to do? I don't know. What do you want to do? I don't know what you want to do. You're like,
That's me and Jorge. Me and Jorge are like, so yeah, we're gonna go out. This was us literally on Friday.
We're gonna do it. Yes.
Yeah. We're like, we're gonna go out. Shalette's gonna, we're like, so girl, I mean, if you don't really want to go, like, just say it. Neither one of us wanted to say it, but we were both like, please, one of you, please say you don't want to go because I don't want to go. I'm
step up. And I remember texting you a picture of some cake I was eating. Yes, like, girl, this is my life right now. But congratulations on your Daddy O's Black History Month honoree. All right.
Thank you so much. I want to say thank you to my mama, Cheryl Cousseau. I call her Mama Cousseau. My other mom, she nominated me for that honor, and I'm so thankful for it. So thank you so much, right?
Yeah, every week, everyone on this show, from the contributors to the hosts and everybody else on our network, like, I mean, come on now, y'all are snatching trophies, and giving speeches, like, because I know on this show we talk about a lot of stuff, and sometimes, a lot of times people with this platform do a lot of talking.
We do a lot of walking, baby.
We do a lot of walking, and we really do take it to the streets. Like, for instance, like the pilgrimage that we're going on this weekend to Montgomery, Alabama, the Equal Justice Initiative. We're going to the National Legacy Museum. And then from there, we're going to the Jubilee Festival in Selma. We're doing things, so everything has a purpose and a reason, and that's why we do this show. And also, I also want to highlight one of our senior Mocha in the Morning contributors, Ms. Kenya Woodard, who is going to be at the Sulphur Springs Museum on March the 27th at 2 p.m. And basically, she's going to be there lecturing on the history of the Black press. Put that on your calendar. Those are the kind of people we have on the show doing the thing.
Doing the things, honey, because we are doing what we are called to do. Mm-hmm. And I am so excited. That's why I love doing this show every week, because I'm surrounded by greatness.
Greatness, fabulosity, and
yes. Listen, we have so much to cover in this week's show, including a bold roast.
Yes. Speaking of phenomenal women, I mean, come on.
Yes. Listen, Miss Candy Lowe is coming up in our bold roast today, and you're going to love her. If you haven't met her, know about her. You will learn today.
Candy is so sweet. I love her.
She is. Literally. That was great.
Just like Candy, she's so sweet.
Yes. Welcome, Marvel. Stay tuned. We'll be right back. But first,
coffee, because we're gonna need a lot of it.
all right, Mocha Marvels, welcome back to Mocha in the Morning, where we're adding a little flavor to your morning blend. I'm your host, Miss Keisha Boyd, and my officially Jorge is here with me with this week's Steamers.
Good morning, Mocha Marvels. Happy Saturday. Is everybody ready for your Steamers? Everything that's happening in Black Hollywood and entertainment?
Yes. Do it.
Well, love is still in the air, and we are always celebrating Black love on Mocha in the Morning. So let's talk about some more first.
Okay.
So we have Miss Niecy Nash and Jessica Betts on the cover of Essence magazine. Why is this a big deal? Because this is the first time there has ever been a same-sex couple on the cover of Essence. Congratulations. And man, let me tell you, she made a post on Instagram that if you're not following Niecy Nash, please follow her. It was just beautiful what she had to say about just from the minute you fall in love with the soul of a person, it's forever and ever and ever and ever and ever and ever. And she just looks so happy. And they both of them just like, they're just, yes.
Yeah, they look really good.
Love is love and love. Love is love. I'm telling you.
It is.
And you'll know, you'll know what that feeling is when you have it.
You're right.
Because when it's gone, you miss it.
Yes.
And you do all kinds of stuff to get it back.
Oh, listen, he's trying to get a plate collection. He's trying to pass.
I'm trying to get a plate collection. No, because you know what?
Plate pass in the steamer section.
All right.
You better go ahead and speak that. You better.
Because I am never around for the plate collection. I'm piping hot. So I was like,
you're not.
Let me do this right about now because I'm trying to get some plate money too.
He's trying to get a little something in his pocket. Listen, a little jangle, a little fun.
This coffee is expensive. Cafe collection, dropping dimes every week. We need to up the budget. I'm just kidding. Anyways, congratulations to them on the cover. The cover is beautiful, and they're a wonderful couple. And speaking of couples, sometimes when you know that person who's just a brat, and all of a sudden out of nowhere they just get grown, and you're like, you know what? I remember when you were just the brat, but now you are the wife.
The wife. Okay. Hello. Come on. You know what? That was great.
Yeah. So of course, we all know superstar rapper and radio host Da Brat and Jessica Dupart are officially married, and both of them proposed to each other because they both wanted to have the feels of what that feels like. Everyone has their own way of doing that kind of thing. Yeah. And so I thought it was really cool that there was you know what, you won't get yours and I'm gonna get mine. So I'm like, oh, I like that idea.
Yeah, it is a good idea. And it looks so good. I loved Jessica's dress, obviously, but the brat, who some would say would take on the male or
dominant. Let's just say more dominant.
There we go, the dominant role. Her dress, which looked like a tux at the top, throw it into I would wear that.
I would wear that.
It was so pretty.
Yeah,
because the brat baby is fine. Okay, she covers it up in baggy clothes, but honey, she has a body.
Look, okay. I do the same thing. I've been wearing baggy stuff.
Do you remember that video that the brat did? What do you like? With Tyrese?
Yes.
When that video came out, honey, and she was in her swimsuit, people were like, oh snap, that's the brat. Yes, honey. Don't be fooled. The brat is
right.
changing, okay?
Yes.
But we said all that to say they looked lovely on their wedding day.
Yes, they really, really did. And the thing is, the brat was quoted in saying that they were already a union, but the paper solidifies it. I know some people have like their thing about like well, we already together. We don't need a piece of paper that says, first of all, don't listen to that. Yes, get the piece of paper.
That's right.
For legal reasons, financial reasons, and official reasons. Get the paper.
Get the paper. Get it done.
Because it's connected to the other paper, which is
green.
Just saying. And speaking of we are still in love mode. So I know actually you guys talked about it in Piping Hot because it was like a big deal when Lisa Bonet left the fish fry.
Lisa Bonet.
Lisa Bonet and Jason Momoa announced that they were getting
divorced. Yes. And Kenya, I contributed, was like, oh, I'm ready. I got my arms open wide.
Right. So, oh my gosh, Kenya, she's in the green room. Did anyone tell her that it looks like the two are getting back together?
It was like, ain't nothing out here in these streets.
Nothing. And I know a lot of people were probably thinking that it was like Jason, getting in his feels, kind of thing. But it looks like Lisa Bonet was the fish out of water in this situation. And so, but I love a love story like that. Like you think you can leave, but I guess he kind of reeled her back in. Because she's a catch.
Today.
So we truly do hope, and when her daughter's movie coming out, The Batman coming out, she don't need all that pressure
and drama, gotta split up.
No, so I'm very happy for Lisa Bonet and happy for Jason. Kenya, I'm sorry, this is not gonna happen. So, but keep fishing. There's plenty of more fish in the sea.
Just not that one.
Just not that one. And pick a different ocean.
He's not a fish. He's like a shark, a whale.
Yeah, that's like an orca right there.
Listen.
Like a sperm whale.
You keep moving.
All right. So we all know it's award season. And the Screen Actors Guild, the SAGs, happened, and Will Smith has been quoted, just go to HuffPost.com, and having one of the greatest moments of his life, winning Best Actor. Let me tell you, it looks like he's gonna take it. And of course, for portraying the father of Serena and Venus Williams in the movie King Richard, that of course is getting Oscar buzz. Let me tell you, these Williams sisters, look what came out of Compton.
Hello. Come on, Compton.
And their story, and it's a wonderful story for families, for the culture, for Black fathers, and regardless of, I'm just specifically talking about the story of Venus and Serena Williams and their father's impact in their lives and careers and what's happening now with them. So congratulations to Will Smith for that. But things got a little shady on the red carpet. Now, do keep in mind, anytime there's an award show, anytime there's red carpet, our job as media professionals, we trying to get that soundbite, we trying to get that zinger in. But it looks like Miss Laverne Cox came in for the block because, on the red carpet, she was interviewing Jada and Will. And she said that she was looking forward to more insane.
Like, ma'am.
But you know what though? I would have done the same thing. I would have gone, because that's our job. That's what we're supposed to do, right? And the couple completely laughed it off. But that's what you also do in front of the camera. So
absolutely, you have to laugh it off.
I just hope that Laverne Cox had security after the fact, because Jada was in the Matrix,
She got moved. Before the Matrix, she was Peaches and Low Down Dirty Shame.
That's true. And look, I'm surprised she didn't just flip that red table on her right then and there. But anyways, I just thought that was like pretty helpful. You never know what's gonna happen on the red,
Never know. Never.
So congratulations, Will, on the win. Congratulations, Laverne, on the cock block. So we have in music news. In Atlanta on February the 17th, we have some wonderful entertainers that were inducted into the Walk of Fame, and that is a new addition, Yolanda Adams, Snoop Dogg, Miss Lauryn Hill, and a whole list of others. You can just go to BET.com. It's the Black Music and Entertainment Walk of Fame in Atlanta. Congratulations to all of them. Come on now. Have you been to the Walk of Fame in Atlanta?
I have not actually.
We need to put it on a list to go, because that's really cute. And they even have like a Walk of Fame like in Palm Springs too. I know that because I've seen it, been there. But that'll be really great. I want to see like who else is on that Walk of Fame. We need to get on that Walk of Fame. We do, because we're famous. And we're yeah, way to go. So congratulations to all of those new I guess what would we call them? Walk of Famers? Honorees of the Walk of Fame. Right? Mm-hmm. Congratulations to them. Check it out whenever you are in the ATL. All right, so here we go. All right, so I know we have some racing fans out there. So Hussein Hamilton is to become the first Black Daytona 500 race director. Okay. All right. I mean, is he going to do something about them rebel flags though? Oh. Because apparently though, a person in that position calls the shots as to what's going to be happening in these races. Well, we'll see. Because we all know all the races always do boil down to race. You know what? It does. It does. To the race. I don't care how many laps. It's all about race. You can be 500 laps, 1,000 laps. We've been around this lap. We've been sitting on laps, jump out like going around laps. But it does always boil down to race. So let's just see what wonderful initiatives and changes he's going to make it even that much more spectacular. Maybe everyone will get free earplugs or something because it's loud when you're just like round and round and round we go. Yeah, so basically, so congratulations. Yay, congrats. And also, and more like sporting news, because racing is like sports, right? And it is Women's History Month. So congratulations to Miss Sloane Stevens. My bad, but she is married now. So it's Miss Altador. Miss Altador, yes. Yes. She was a former, she won the US Open. Congratulations on your marriage and on snatching that trophy. Black women winning. It's National History Month. So we are going to acknowledge that because it is fabulous. And congratulations to all of the women that we are celebrating on National Women's History Month. But that is everything that is happening in Black Hollywood and entertainment. Amazing. Thank you, Jorge. All right, Mocha Marvels, don't you go anywhere. We'll be right back with Piping Hot on Mocha in the Morning, where we're adding a little flavor to your morning blend. That's a lot of flavor. Yes, it is. All right, Mocha Marvels, we are back with Mocha in the Morning, where we're adding a little flavor to your morning blend. I am your host, Miss Keisha Boyd, and it is time for Piping Hot. And of course, I can't do it without my Mocha Marvel sisters. So let's get them introduced so we can dive right into this morning's topics. All right, Miss Kenya Woodard.
Happy Saturday. Yay. And hey, I ain't a professor, but I'm giving a lecture at the end of the month. I have more info.
Yes, Miss Liz Everett.
Happy Saturday. It's time to slay, Mocha Marvels.
and our special guest contributor, Miss Alexia McKay.
Hey, happy Saturday. Excited to be
All
here.
right. Now, before we get too deep into Piping Hot, I would like to give a special introduction to Alexia McKay, who is my sorority sister and a rattler. Yes. Okay. She's coming on all fronts. Right? And she is the editor-in-chief of Royalty Magazine, which is amazing, amazing, amazing. If you haven't had the chance to check it out, please do. It is professionally done. It looks great. And I'm so proud. And she is the new president of NABJ, the Tampa chapter of NABJ. So yes, ma'am, she's doing everything.
Thank you.
All right. Yes. Let's jump right into Piping Hot. The first thing on the docket, we're talking about, this TikToker who is going viral for her explanation of the Russian-Ukraine conflict. Kenya, why is she going viral?
She's going viral because she just breaks it down so well, exactly what this conflict is about, what started it, the behaviors of Putin, Big Bank P, as she calls it, and other, major players that are involved. Her TikTok is I am legally hyped. So I believe she's a law student, if not an attorney already. I can't remember which, but anyhow, she just really breaks it down really well. And that's how news should be. A lot of folks kind of get lost when things are going on because the presentation isn't thorough. Not with Legally Hype. She's giving it to you straightforward, telling you exactly what's going on.
Now, Alexia, what is the most memorable thing of her explanation?
It's her personality, honey. It's just how she breaks it down and explain it. And I've been watching CNN nonstop coverage every day, trying to understand what's going on in Ukraine. And she broke it down to me in less than 90 seconds.
Right.
That is what I need. And it's just her relatability to it. It's like I'm talking to a friend and I'm like, oh, that's why we scrapping. Oh, I see why we got the board. We got to pull up. Oh no, we don't need that trouble with China because we still do owe them money. We owe them a lot of money. I didn't realize that. So it's entertaining. I enjoy it.
Absolutely, for sure. All right, now, Liz, there's this situation with Africans who are stranded at the border. I've seen, some videos and comments and things like that going on. Like, what's going on with that?
That's heartbreaking. I saw several videos where, it's one of those things where at first you go, oh, maybe somebody got it from the wrong angle. But then after you see it over and over again from different angles, it's all the same. And I even watched videos where people were getting on the train, and it reminded me of like Schindler's List when they're like putting people on the train and then others aren't getting on the train and the whole thing, and you're literally seeing African immigrants being pushed back from the train, pushed back from opportunity. And my question is, does racism take a day off? Like, is there ever a day? Could you say like Fridays at 2:00, we could get like a break of some kind? But overall, it's just so disappointing and it's so disheartening because they deserve an opportunity to get out of that war-torn country as well. They deserve an opportunity to try to get to safety.
Wow.
I think also, just to add, I've been kind of fascinated with this exact thing, with what's going on at the borders and folks trying to get out. And so there were some African students and others who were tweeting about their experiences, and really heartbreaking stuff. It's very cold there now, it's winter, and babies, newborns are in their mom's arms at the border. It's cold, they're out in the open. It's really, really a really terrible situation. And so it also comes down to, first of all, it's war. They're trying to have some kind of order about things, but I don't know if you can really do that in a time of war. But then the other thing is that Ukraine was pretty much giving notice to everyone that this was going to happen. And there was some complaints from some African folk that their own countries' consulates and embassies they didn't have everything together in time. I don't know if you can though, right? Because it's war, right? And so there was some confusion with, the embassies and the consulates working together to make sure that they got all their folks out. And then the other thing was that there was supposed to be some type of plane coming over from, I think it was Nigeria, to come pick everyone. But how can a plane come when the airspace is closed? It's really a madhouse. And so my prayers are just going out to everybody. I'm hoping, as Liz said, they can get to safety.
Wow. And that runs us right into a situation right here in our own country, right? Where studies show, particularly one at University of Southern California, that Black immigrants are more likely to be denied citizenship than white immigrants. Why is that? Like, I know why it is, right? We know why it is. But according to the studies, they are being denied, like the disparities are just crazy. And it just, Alexia, it kind of adds to the conversations. The word citizenship, healthcare, education, financial support. Like when, like Liz says, when do we get a break?
We don't get a break.
You know what I'm saying?
We don't get a break. It's white supremacy runs the world. And I think with this situation that's going on with Ukraine and Poland, the world is starting to see that racism and white supremacy is not just an American problem, it's a global problem. And just looking at those videos of those Africans just trying to leave the country, and the reports here, they're welcoming Ukrainians coming here to the U.S., like all arms are welcome, everyone's welcome. But what about these Africans? What about the medical students, the people who left their countries to study? What kind of refugee are we going to be seeking for them? And those are the reports that I want to see, and we're not seeing them. So at the end of the day, it is a race thing. I don't really know if there is a clear-cut answer to it other than white supremacy.
Yeah. Well, we certainly pray for those in those dire situations in Ukraine, and praying that that it gets better, because my goodness, it's just, we just in some tough times around here, just tough times everywhere. But let's talk about a little Black magic, Black excellence. That is NAACP Awards. I personally, this is one of my favorite awards of the award season, right? Because it's us, it's our people, and we get to, just put a spotlight on all that we've done. We don't have to put on airs for anybody. This is us for us, okay? And we had an amazing representation of awardees and winners. I personally had a chance to help Shannon Sharp be nominated for Outstanding Arts and Culture podcast. So with Club Shay Shay, I was proud of that. We didn't win, but that's one of my clients. So I was very, very excited about it.
So wait a minute, all this time we've been this close to Shannon Sharp and you ain't said nothing? You ain't made no introductions, no Zoom calls. You know what I'm saying? Like, okay, fine, Keisha, whatever.
I'm sorry.
Whatever. No, congratulations. That's exciting.
Yes. And then our own, Nathan Mitchell was also nominated for, I think, the third year in a row. He's been nominated for Outstanding Jazz Album. So congratulations to him on that nomination again. What do you all, particularly Liz, like what was your feeling on NAACP Awards? Were you happy with the way it looked, the way it felt, the winners? Did you have anything that stood out to you?
Of course, I'm always here for the pull-up when I'm talking about the red carpet pull-up, honey. You know what I'm saying? I had 3 favorite looks. I just didn't have a chance to look up the designer for Kerry Washington's dress, but darling, serve me in that yellow. Darling, There is something about some melanin and some bright sunshine yellow that just, it takes my cake. Do you hear me? And then, of course, I was all about Meghan Markle in that stunning Christopher John Rogers dress. CJR, listen, your boy hits it out of the park every single time because he believes in color, but he also believes in tailoring in a way that we just haven't seen since the 50s. You know what I mean? Like, it's him and Sergio Hudson for me. Hello, I'm all about it. And my final darling diva of the runway who's serving me velvet, one shoulder, billowing and all. It's, of course, Jennifer Hudson. And, she gave it all to me and I was here for it. And I was like, thank you, Christian Siriano, for this dress. Okay. You're welcome. Yeah. That's the fashion rundown.
Thank you. All right, Lexi. So did you have any favorites or anything memorable for you for the NAACP Image Awards?
Speaking of Meghan Markle and Prince Harry, that was one of the landmarks right there. I mean, that's our American royal couple. So I was really excited to see them win that President's Award, and Meghan's mother, glowing, beautiful, elegant.
Yes. Did you guys see some of the British press about them? The British press is claiming that they got booed and all this stuff. I'm like, y'all just let them fail. Let them be great.
Like, let us be great and celebrate Black excellence. And, we'll claim Harry too. Let us celebrate being great.
Yes.
Let's do
Harry's
that.
Invited to the cookout. I agree with you, Alexia. Yes. Let the colonizers stay over there, okay? But one standpoint that I really like, because I just love this show, Power Book, I was really excited to see Method Man and Mary J. Blige win an award for that, because Mary killed it.
What?
Both of them.
Listen, talk about a pivot, Kenya. Talk about pivoting and doing all of the things. Mary is killing it. Do you hear me?
It's her season. She's coming off some hard times, but Mary, she's like a phoenix. She's gonna rise out of the ashes of, whatever she goes through. And that's why we love her. That's why we're so endeared to her, is because she's so transparent and she just puts it all out there, and she shows you the good, the bad, the ugly, the mediocre, whatever. She just puts it all out for us to, to show us that, look, I go through tough times too. Here's how you can survive like I did. We love it. Love it. I'm just excited to see her out there doing her thing.
And honey, Method Man, he just look at him.
Delicious.
Yummy.
Did y'all see that Essence cover? I mean,
listen.
Look, royalty was inspired. I just want to say that.
Listen.
But
Method Man is fine. No.
Yes, very, very fine. Okay. But let me also add that, like Keisha, I love the NAACP awards, and not just because of the fashion. Trust me, that's worth its own thing. But it's really like our Oscars, right? Yeah. This year, speaking of Jennifer Hudson, she got snubbed for an Oscar nomination for Respect, her biopic of Aretha Franklin, and NAACP was like, "Nah, that's okay. We got you, boo. Best actress."
Right. That's right. Because she deserves it. She deserves it. And I'm so excited to see that she won that. Obviously, Will Smith is cleaning up. And of course, I was so excited about The Harder They Fall, because I love that movie. So I was glad to see them win that as well. But look, we can talk about NAACP forever. So we'll move on to the next. It is officially Women's History Month. And we are all ladies on this here piping hot panel. So happy Women's History Month to you all, and all of the ladies who have set the standard for you, from behind, our ancestors and everybody else that you've looked up to. So happy Women's History Month. And, we talk about Women's History Month because for so long, our stories were not told. For so long, we were kind of shut out of history, right? We were not revered as, we just, I guess, weren't worthy of our stories being told. But we it is because of us.
Run the world,
girls. That's right. Come through, Alexia.
Absolutely.
That's right. If it were not for us, it would not be. This would not be. Wars. Okay. Stop because of women. Okay. So please, happy Women's History Month. But let's talk about one. Okay. Miss Jackson. Okay. Miss Jackson. Miss Ketanji Brown Jackson.
Again. Sounds so sweet.
Don't you like it? She is on her way. Yes, she is on her way, y'all, to Supreme Court. Okay. Kenya, what does this mean for us? Like, I'm so excited. It hasn't happened yet, but we just the fact that we're going in the direction.
Yes. Listen, Judge Ketanji Brown Jackson. Okay, Miss
Yes. Come on.
Right. Listen, check the receipts. Harvard graduate 2 times. Okay, undergrad and law. Okay, currently sitting on the DC U.S. Court of Appeals. Right. I mean, and I believe she's a woman of Delta. Y'all correct me if I'm wrong.
She is.
But listen, here's the thing. She's got the credentials.
Yeah.
I'm gonna need everyone who's involved in the process of putting people on the bench to get in line. She's got what it takes. There's no question. Okay, no question. So for Biden, I could see, after reading the background of her and the 2 other contenders, I could see where it was a tough choice for him. But no matter which direction he went in, he wasn't going to pick wrong. Ketanji is it. She's it. So I'm so excited to see that she's been nominated. He certainly has kicked off Women's History Month with a bang. Thank you, President Biden. But I'm not going to be satisfied until she's officially on the bench. So whatever needs to happen to make that happen, let's go.
That's right. Liz, what are your thoughts?
I love it. As a former public defender, she served on every level. And I want to be clear with everybody, just like I tell my mentees, my mentors tell me and all the folks, hard work is still relevant. You know what I mean? And she has put in the work to rise, which means she understands the law on all of its levels. And I think that's a really important thing.
Yeah. And Alexia, excuse me. Officially. We know that the skepticism, the disrespect, all of the things are coming for her, but we have to make sure that those of us who have voices, those of us that are in media and can tell stories, positive, uplifting stories, how important is that part in this process for Judge Brown?
Well, I think in a way you somewhat kind of answer, it's all about using our platform to maximize on it and put her out there, because just as a black woman, she's gonna get it. She's gonna get it from both sides. She's gonna get it from her own kind. So it's our job as media is to put her story out there, put her in the forefront. As Kenya said, she has the qualifications. If anything stop her again, we're going to go back to that white supremacy. It's going to go back to race. It always goes back to race. So other than that, she has what it takes. I think it's great that she's coming in at a time where the country is going through such a diverse transformation. And as we all know, representation matters. We love to see it. So following the convictions that we just had with George Floyd, Ahmaud Arbery, it would just be nice seeing a Black woman on the Supreme Court. I mean, that was just top 3 right there. Top 3 excellent Black events is going on for the first half of the year. So it'll be great to see. And just like Kenya said, I won't be satisfied until it's fully confirmed and we see that headline, Judge Ketanji Brown Jackson confirmed on Supreme Court.
That's right. All right, let's go. We're gonna speak that into existence because it shall be. All right, now, ladies, let's slide on over into some other business of the ladies. Okay. So there's a new show on OWN that's called Marry Me Now, and ladies leading in love. Okay, and this is the section title. Thank you, producer. So this show basically highlights women who ask their men to marry them, which is a little unconventional, a little untraditional. But like I said, I would never do it. And my mom did, and she asked her husband to marry her. She's older, obviously, but she did, which is a little bit surprising, right? Because you think the older that they were like, oh no, that's not traditional. But times have changed. But how do you all feel about women proposing to the man? I'll start with you, Liz.
I'm still very traditional. A few weeks ago, I did send a first text to a guy, which I've never done before. But that's as wild. I think as I, have gotten, I have walked by a guy before and been like, oh, you cute, you know what I mean? Type of thing. But that's like but at the same time, like, I'm not hating on anybody's flow. It just wouldn't be for me. I'm not well versed in that type of thing, but I mean, if that's what they want to do, y'all go for it, but it's just not, it's not for me. Like, I'm getting nervous thinking about it. Like, also because haven't y'all seen all those videos where like the girl gets on one knee? It's this one video, she gets on one knee in the restaurant and he's like, no, and then leaves with another girl.
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
Oh my God.
Horrible.
Oh I just can't.
Okay, what about you?
For me, yeah, I rather he ask, but that's not to not, women who want to take that step and do it. For me, I just prefer he ask. I do, however, for either men or women who ask, please make sure that you're going to get a yes before you do. That's the only thing. That's why you had that incident where he walked out with another woman, because in some way I kind of figured that the girlfriend already knew he wasn't going to say yes. And she just kind of like got embarrassed and humiliated. Ridiculous. Yeah, just make sure you're going to get a yes. That's all I say.
Yeah, but Alexia, what message does it, because some people like it sends the wrong, what message do you think it sends if a woman asks a man to marry her?
Other than it not being my cup of tea, it says men are already naturally just afraid of commitment anyway. So you just posing that question in front of them seems like you're just forcing them to do something that they don't want to do. That's the whole part of tradition. Like when a man is ready to marry you, he will marry you. It's always been a man's move to do that. So it's just all about the man stepping up. Personally, that's not for me. The furthest I would go is, if I'm out and I see a cute guy, yeah, I've made the first move before. I'll go next to him in the bar and be like, what's up? Type of thing. What's that? What you doing? Strike a conversation. I'll send the first text. I don't mind doing that if I really, really like you. I don't care, but that's about the furthest they'll go.
Yeah,
I'm not doing that. I'll be single forever. That's cool. Like, you're not married yet? No, because these new age men want you to propose to them. They want you to open the door for them. They want you to make up to them. I mean, these new age men, I'm talking about my age and stuff, they're the prize. We're not the prize anymore, and that's just how they feel. So,
girl,
I'm not down with it. My only thing, when it's my time, when it's that man who's going to step up and propose to me, I mean, I'll put it in a position like, it's about time. Oh, you like this ring? Oh, it's so cute. Jared has it on sale. Just go check it out. I'm all for throwing hints. My only thing is when it's my time, just make sure my nails are done. Like clock my nail appointment. Just be like, hey, babe, your nails looking kind of raggedy. You need to go get them done. I'm like, you know what? You're right. So don't propose to me with messy nails because I'm gonna be pissed. I'm gonna be mad. I made a statement. I'm like, what? I get my nails done this week.
That's a good point. Make sure the nails
not wait until Friday.
Yes. There you go.
Listen,
second and third,
that's all a part of knowing your woman, right?
Exactly.
Yes. Make sure my nails are done and my eyebrows look good. That's all I require.
There it is. And speaking of that, because women, we want that moment where we're being asked to commit and propose, and you've chosen me, right? And that's the same thing I think with same sex as well, because with the Brat and Judy, while Judy proposed to Brat in a huge fashion, she went and proposed to her too, because she said, you know what? Every woman deserves to feel that and to be proposed to. So she wanted to do the same thing, which I loved. I loved it. And I believe that it's true, that every woman should have that feeling if they can, because I mean, that's how we grow up. We grow up in that traditional way. And of course, we know that everything is not tradition anymore. People are different. Things are different. But that is one thing I think is a staple. All right, ladies. I love you. Thank you so much for coming. Lexi, you are a joy. We will definitely have you back, my darling.
I enjoyed it. Thank you.
Absolutely. Oh, tell us where we can find Royalty so everybody can follow you and all that good stuff.
Of course. So, of course, Royalty, you go on the website, royaltymagazine.com, ROYALTEE magazine, and also on Instagram and Twitter at royaltybag, ROYALTEE. And our next edition, the spring magazine, is coming out March the 25th. So please look out for that. It's in digital and print. I'm so excited to share who my special cover is. And I mean, can I give it exclusive? I'm not really sure if I'm ready to do it.
Go ahead, girl.
Okay.
If you want to do it today or later, when you want to do it today? You gonna do it?
No, I mean, like our exclusive, our next spring edition is going to be with Selling Tampa Sherelle Rosado.
No way.
So, Boss Mama.
Yes.
To share it. She was so much fun to work with, and we had a good old time. I mean, we posted a reel, like a drop down challenge. And that has been getting so many hits, but that's just for fun. You haven't seen anything yet. So she is so sweet. I'm excited to work with her, just excited to kind of be in her circle. So it was really, really fun to make that. So I can't wait. Please just check in, follow Royalty Magazine, and yeah.
All right, y'all heard it here first from Mocha in the Morning. Mr. Rosado, the cover of Royalty Magazine. Thank you, Alexia, for that. All right, ladies, thank you. Have a great day, a great weekend. The rest of your day. All right, Mocha Marvels, don't you go anywhere. Take a look at this week's Mocha Minute. All right, Mocha Marvels. I am Keisha Boyd, your host of Mocha in the Morning, where we're adding a little flavor to your morning blend. And this time around, we have a special bold roast for you, featuring one of our community's true treasure gems, Miss Candy Lowe with the Black Business Bus Tour. Hello, my darling.
Hello, Keisha Boyd. Good to see you. I'm still Keisha Pickett, but I love Keisha Boyd. Thank you so much for having me on.
Absolutely. Listen, you have been in this community doing the work of supporting, uplifting, highlighting Black businesses for so long. So tell us, like, you know, what is the Black Business Tour, Black Business Bus Tour? So those who are new to Mocha in the Morning, Tampa, or even the tour, they'll get an understanding of what you do exactly.
Yes, the Black Business Bus Tour has been an economic engine where we take motor coach buses and people in the community that believe in the mission of supporting Black-owned businesses get on a motor coach bus early in the morning and get on the buses, because we've been up to 6 buses at one time. And each bus goes around the Tampa Bay area to 4 different Black-owned businesses, each one of them, and we get off and we go in and we spend money with Black-owned businesses. And I've said it from day one, if you look at any of our videos back in the day, we go to only Black-owned businesses, but anybody can ride, because we need it. All money is green, and wanting everyone to support the Black-owned businesses. And all the way to this point now, our buses have been so diverse. I'm excited to always say that in the Tampa Bay area, everyone is on board with the Black Business Bus Tour supporting Black-owned businesses.
How do you choose the businesses to support? Is it just like a running list and you pick 4, or how do you figure out which business you're going to go to on your next bus stop?
Well, actually, Keisha, when we started the Black Business Bus Tour, we were out looking for the businesses, because it's always been a few of them. The first Black Business Bus Tour, I never forget, we went to Marcus McCants, Wingstop. And remember, we used to go there on Wednesdays for networking events.
Yes.
We went to Walter Smith, a library in West Tampa. We went to Books for Thought. We went to, it was a beauty supply store. It was 5 businesses on that first bus tour. So the next bus tour, it was all about just out riding, looking for them. If we put out something now about the Black Business Bus Tour, the businesses call us.
Absolutely.
We don't put 2 of the same types of businesses. We always try to put something for the seniors on there, for the men that are on there, but so that everyone gets a chance to do some shopping with the Black-owned businesses. So that's the way that we choose, is who calls for one, and just kind of a waiting list for that first week or so, and then make a decision from that point on.
How is this growth in this city impacting Black businesses?
Well, I think it is growing tremendously. I believe Tampa may be leading the country in supporting Black-owned businesses, spending with Black-owned businesses as well. And one of the things that I've noticed is when you get someone that don't look like us, that is not Black, and they're talking about support a Black-owned business, that is huge. So that small percentage of us on top of others talking about support Black business, I think that is one of the reasons why people are coming as well, to support the small Black-owned businesses. And also, Keisha, I believe that that takes away the fear of going out and being an entrepreneur, because there's a fear there for Black people to go into business, of going into business last and being the first to fail. That myth, because I believe it is becoming a myth in Tampa.
Every day is not going to be roses and peaches. Most days probably won't be roses and peaches, right? But as long as we continue to fight and understand and reach out and build. I mean, let's talk about quickly how important it is to build your circle of influence and having those resources like a Candy Lowe, like a Black in the Bay, and other people like us, you know what I'm saying? And I know on your lives that you said something important, we've done these things years ago. We've been doing it. And now you have a new wave of folks trying to, or doing the things that we've done. And it's not new, right? It's not new. It's nothing new under the sun. It's just a recreation, right?
Right. Absolutely. I absolutely love seeing the new wave, but I also like seeing them thinking that they started the new wave that has been around for decades, definitely in the city of Tampa. Back in the day with Black in the Bay, I thought that was like, oh my God, Black in the Bay. We're talking about Black folk, Black businesses, and Gypsy with the Power Broker magazine, that all it had was African-American people doing the thing. And then the Black Business Bus Tour in 2006, it was just a huge networking all around. Lacey with the fashion movement that is still out there. Cato doing his thing back then. Black on Black rhyme with Life and the other JB and Wally. It was just so many people doing the thing. But in the midst of it all, it was building relationships. And that was so key. I remember Sean Woods and his cousin and his brother, they were doing First Friday back then. And you went to those events with the intention of networking and building relationships and building your business. No more, no less. So it was an exciting time. So seeing the new wave of people doing it, I just absolutely love it.
And that's right. And I love it too. I love it too, because at the end of the day, we all have to be active to get it done, right? There's enough for everybody to continue to do, start anew. There's always going to be more to do, right? And so I appreciate the millennials coming in and doing their thing. And I also appreciate the wisdom of the Candy Lowes, right? And Jarvis and everybody else that have been a part of everything that we've done. So tell us about Tea and Conversation, because I know that's still going on as well.
Yes, Tea and Conversation started over at the Harbor Club where my tea shop was located. I owned a tea shop in the city of Tampa for 10 years, which was a hub for so many Black-owned businesses in the Harbor Club, networking events. I remember also the book clubs that used to go on with Nick and Nicole and the radio station. Just so many things happened out of that hub. But Tea and Conversation started there, where we would just have casual conversation on so many topics. Back then, Jetty B. Wiles was there, Dr. Carl Warren was there, Reverend Dixon was there, of course, Jarvis was there, Eddie Adams was there, and Kim Jackson was there. Just open conversation about so many things. And then it, just turned into a hub also for candidates to come to Tea and Conversation to get the message out about their platform, soliciting votes. It was a key to that as well. And so many elected officials have come to Tea and Conversation. For the first 10 years, Keisha, it was every single Saturday because it was in the tea shop. So now it is every second and fourth Saturday of the month. It has always been diverse. It's Republicans and Democrats that can come. It's white and Black. Anyone can come to Tea and Conversation. It's been diverse from day one. So seeing the people that still followed, still come out, still support has been unbelievable.
Amazing. Amazing. Well, before we leave and wrap this business conversation up, if you follow Miss Candy Lowe, like most of us do in Tampa, we know that Miss Candy Lowe has found a new love, or new love has found her. And I just want to tell you that I'm so happy for you. You look amazingly happy and joyful and just genuinely in love. So we certainly send all our blessings and all of the good things to you and your boo, honey.
Thank you so much for that. And all of that is all true.
And, we'll have to, we'll have another bold roast with you later about that, because there's so many different conversations around love and when the stages of love and when you find love, and it's never too late to find your person. So that's a whole nother conversation and show that we'll have to talk about for sure.
Absolutely. I would love to be a part of that as well.
All right. Well, thank you for joining us. Mwah, 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 mwah. I appreciate you so much. This has been Mocha in the Morning and our Bold Roast segment. Don't you go anywhere. We'll be right back with more Mocha in the Morning, where we're adding a little flavor to your morning blend.
Welcome back, Mocha Marvels. This is officially Jorge. You are watching Mocha in the Morning this wonderful Saturday morning. And if you have a special moment that you want to share with us, you want some shine, well, then you know what? You send them to us. All you have to do is tag us, slide into our DM at Mocha Morning Show, because we want to share your Mocha moments with the rest of the Mocha verse.
That's right. So take a look at this week's Mocha moment. Listen, we've had a great time this Saturday morning. We hope that you have as well. Shout out to Miss Candy Lowe from our Bold Roast. Shout out to Alicia McKay with Royalty Magazine for joining us today. We had an amazing Saturday morning show, and we hope that you'll stick around to the Mocha Media Network for what, Jorge?
The Fab Lab, everything that is about fashion and the art of beauty, with one of our favorite Mocha in the Morning contributors, Liz Everett, and her style bestie, Stephanie J. Not to mention the Val Trenda Show, your headquarters for melanated mental health. She is wrapping up her We Don't Talk About Bruno series, and this week, I believe, is about sex.
Let's talk about sex, baby.
That's coming all up at 11 and 12 on the Mocha Media Network.
And listen, don't keep all this flavor to yourself. It's not fair to your family and friends. Please share the show, share the network, invite them to come with you and view all of the shows on Saturday morning, starting right here at 10 o'clock with Mocha in the morning and continuing through the afternoon, the top of the afternoon. And, you know, we love to hear from you. Make sure you know, like Jorge said, slide in our DM, send us a message, give us a thumbs up, like our pages. We appreciate it. But have a wonderful rest of your weekend. And we look forward to seeing you next Saturday.
Bright and early, rain or shine.